Y'all ready? Y'all good? All right, I got 5:30. I'm gonna call the meeting to order. 1.2, Mr. Hickman, mission statement.
Mission statement follows. Beaufort County Schools will provide quality educational programs and services to ensure student academic and vocational success.
1.3, Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. Mr. Shreve.
Please stand for the moment of silence and remain, pledge of allegiance and remain standing for the moment of silence afterwards. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
1.4, start our public recognition night with a very special public recognition of the swearing in of our newly voted on Beaufort County Schools Superintendent, Mr. Doan and family.
You, Mark James Doan, do swear that you will well and truly execute and faithfully perform the duties of the office of Superintendent for the Beaufort County Board of Education according to the best of your skill and ability, according to the law, so help you God. I do. Congratulations.
Wait, we want to get a picture before we go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it later. Congratulations, Mr. Doan, and we look forward to you leading our district in the years to come until retirement. Hint, hint, hint.
Put somebody on the spot. There you go.
I think you did read the fine print on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You didn't read the fine print.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
2.1, approval of the agenda.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I have a question on the 3.1, the approval of minutes, which involves the 2.1.
Approval of minutes. Agenda.
I know I've got a question, 3.1, I think.
But are you good with,
What to do with the 2.1? You want me to just wait?
yeah, I want, yeah.
Okay.
So if you like the agenda, we're good. All right, we got a motion and got a second? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? All right, minutes. Donald?
Okay, on 3.1, I've got the question, whereas on item 5,
On,
where it says the board will review a schedule of regular C and I purchase of the next meeting, we would discuss that. I don't see that on the agenda.
oh, which, are you talking about the curriculum? Because that's on my part, because we are only a week away from the last meeting, and Mr. Doan has principal meetings all week this week to go over the curriculum stuff, and we were too tight on getting that back in here with good, accurate information. So that's on me, because I didn't want to be halfway information instead of all the information. You good? Everybody good with that? All right.
Second motion to approve the second minutes as presented.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed? All right. The reason everybody's here tonight is for Character Ed, and the Character Ed for the month is honesty. And Dr. Tremaine Young and Mr. Mark Doan.
Good evening, everyone. Our character ed trait of the month is honesty, being truthful in what you say and do. And I think some of my worst whoopings from my granddad and my dad, the rest of their souls, was for lying. I learned early, tell the truth. From John Small Elementary, first up we have Rimas Al-Manifi, if I'm pronouncing that right. Rimas. Okay, from Bath Elementary, we have Avery Phillips. Whether it's admitting to a mistake or ensuring that the right thing is done even when no one is watching, Avery leads by example. This level of truthfulness builds trust with teachers and classmates alike, making our classroom a better place for everyone. From John Cotton Taylor, we have Yasmir Bullock. One of the most admirable qualities he demonstrates is honesty. Even when it may be difficult, he chooses to tell the truth. He makes a genuine effort to be honest with both his classmates and teachers. Despite the obstacles he encounters, he consistently shows integrity and strong character. He is truly a deserving candidate for recognition. From early college, we have Kiara Lopez. Kiara consistently demonstrates honesty through her strong work ethic and personal responsibility. She always completes her work and puts in extra effort to do her best, even when tasks are challenging. She values fairness, integrity, and doing the right thing in every situation. From P.S. Jones, we have Anna Lane Linton. Anna always speaks the truth, even when it is hard, and does it so in a way that is kind and thoughtful. You can always count on her to give her honest opinion without being hurtful, and her loyalty to her peers and teachers is never in question. She models integrity in everything she does. From Northeast, we have Bexley Sawyer. When things happen in the classroom or around the school, I can trust that Bexley will be honest when asked what happened. She does her best to tell the truth, no matter how that may change the outcome of a situation. I truly appreciate her honesty. From Chocowinity Middle School, we have Truth Grice. We have Ms. Johnson accepting the. From Southside High School, we have Molly West. I've had the pleasure of working with Molly for the past 2 years in SGA and have been very impressed with her work ethic and desire to always do the right thing. She consistently shows integrity in personal and academic situations. She is trusted by the staff and her peers. She is the president of SGA and Math Club because teachers and students both believe that she will set a positive example in those clubs and will always do the right thing. From Chocowinity Primary School, we have Edward Stocks. All right, she's coming to. From Northside High School, we have Kira Gibbs. Ms. Nixon is.
Ms. Tracy.
From Washington High, we have Lydia Gore. Lydia is always dependable and honest. She is not afraid to go against the crowd in order to maintain her integrity. And finally, from Eastern. From Eastern Elementary, we have Wade Gupton. Wade shows outstanding honesty and integrity by being truthful with his peers and adults and making responsible choices each day. His honesty and integrity help create a positive and caring classroom community. He demonstrates honesty through respectful behavior, fair play, and trustworthy actions.
All right, next up is Mr. Keith Mitchell for the Student Athlete of the Month.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce you guys the Athlete of the Month for February. We're going to start with Southside, and the male athlete of the month for Southside is senior Caden Miller. Mr. Rick Anderson will come accept that. And as he's doing that, we'll introduce our female athlete of the month, and that's Lily Stevenson, and she's in a basketball game tonight. So Rick gets 2 tonight. Our female athlete of the month for Northside is senior Brooke Harding. Miss Nixon, all right, she's at practice as well. We have a lot of conference tournaments and state playoffs starting next week, so I know these practices are. And Miss Nixon will also get a second one for Mr. Chase Hewitt, which is our senior from Northside for the male athlete. Yeah, he's at practice as well, basketball. And we'll move to Washington, and our female athlete of the month for Washington is junior Makayla Williams. Makayla is a team captain for the Lady Pan-Pac basketball team, a leading scorer, and consistently demonstrates exceptional skill and leadership on the court. Her relentless work ethic is evident in every game as she uses her remarkable speed and competitive drive to apply constant pressure on opposing teams. Makayla has shown tremendous dedication and growth throughout the year, and as she enters her senior season next year, we anticipate even greater accomplishments for both her and the Lady Pan-Pac. Her dedication to excellence and her contributions to the team make her truly deserving of Athlete of the Month. And our male Athlete of the Month for Washington is senior Jaron Payne, and Jaron is also at basketball practice, I know for sure.
Hey Keith, can you tell us how I think you know, but how the basketball seasons is total? I saw Northside's and Washington's had a great season. So
they have. Washington probably finished, both of them I think probably finished first in their conference, and will be heading into the conference tournament this weekend or this week, and then they'll be heading into playoffs next week.
Congratulations.
And Jaron Payne just recently achieved 1,000.
He did. Jaron got 1,000 points.
1,000-point milestone for his.
You had no public comment, right? We're at the point that we got public comment, but we don't have any signed up. But if y'all want to go, and if y'all got other things to do, if you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to go ahead and leave, you can leave. It's up to y'all as parents, and go on with the evening. Thank y'all.
Thank you for coming out and supporting
Your All righty, board. I think we're ready to roll. 6.1, discussion, no action, policy code 2127. Mark?
Yes, sir. So I just want to make the board aware, I did discuss with our attorney, Steve Rawson from Tharrington Smith. We do not have any trademarks. It is a very lengthy and expensive process. Having said that, all of our unregistered trademarks are still protected under common law, so the fact that we didn't register them doesn't change the fact that they're legally protected. The protection is more limited, but in his view, there's no reason why we would expend our funds on trademarking any school district logos, names, et cetera. We have clearly established usage in a local market we're operating in, and we'd have a strong argument to defend our case if we had to. If there was a random misuse of any of our logos, et cetera, a cease and desist letter would be sufficient. We could go as far as to seek an injunction in court if we absolutely had to. So I know that was a question that came up when discussing, because the word trademark is used. In his research, he found only a handful of public school districts, none in North Carolina, that have their name, logo, likeness trademark, but there are quite a bit of private schools and charter schools that do that. But for public schools, it's not something that they traditionally do. But since the policy governs all public schools, including charter, he believes that's why the word was listed.
Not illegal, just in poor taste.
Correct.
So is this the same one that was on the agenda last time? We just snatched it because of that, correct?
Correct, and I didn't know if the board wanted to make any other changes to it before we brought it back, or just answer the question about trademarks.
I think it's written very well. It covers us in a lot of places where board members have gotten in trouble across the nation by doing things they shouldn't do on social media pages and other things.
It does say on 2127 down on page whatever,
in red, board members should not utilize school system or individual school names, logos, or trademarks on personal social media.
Yep.
My only concern was that board members would be restricted while other members of the community maybe would not. And that's not something I'm gonna fall on my sword for, but I just wonder about the distinctions there.
They can't use it either.
Well, I think maybe the question is more geared towards logos. I mean, if you read it, board members should not utilize school system or individual school names. I mean, if you get right down to it and you read that, if I'm, communicating with someone on social media or I make a post regarding Beaufort County Schools, Washington High School, I mean, I don't know that we want to limit it to individual names, do we? Now, the logos, I can kind of understand that, but just how far are you going to reach with individual school names? Or am I reading too much into that?
Board members should not utilize school system or individual names on personal social media.
I mean, I think it's pretty common if we're celebrating an accomplishment for, John Small or Washington High School, that we mention a school name individually.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
So, I mean, but that's what I'm saying, if you really read this, maybe we should look at removing, school system or individual school names and focus more on logos or trademarks. Just a thought, I mean,
I'm not sure that it's saying you can't mention it. It says utilizing. It's saying, to me, you shouldn't be using it for some
Yeah,
purpose.
utilizing the
You
school
can go
name.
on there and just mention it.
Yeah, utilizing is when the way I kind of
Right.
define utilizing is when you're utilizing the logo of Washington High School or a school system within your system, or the system logo itself, or the name, you're utilizing it on your personal social media pages.
To me, it's just the inference that you somehow represent that school and you are the spokesperson for that school.
That's where.
That's where you
That's
don't
where
wanna
the
do it.
line is drawn
Right.
from the legal standing in the legal class I went to, of when you put it in your personal page, and you're then representing that district and that school, and that's when people are getting in trouble.
I agree with that. But if you read that, like I said, creative interpretation can,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there, just food for thought.
Okay.
But I would just
And
leave it
some
like it
people will
is.
attest that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
What do you think about the word? I'm looking at you because you're the legalese over here to my right, so I'm looking at you.
I think there would be some danger of some overly broad interpretation of that term.
So give me a little bit of.
so you think we ought to be
It's letter
removing?
B on underneath 3B, where it's red.
Okay. I've got a restart thing on my computer. Let me see how to get out of that.
And Mr. Chair, I agree with what you're saying as far as, inference on that, or speaking for or on the behalf of, but, there again.
Like I wouldn't, on my social media page, I would not use the logo that Washington High School uses on their page.
Absolutely
Nor
not.
would I use any other school's logo, because that infers I'm somehow their spokesperson, and I'm not.
Well, if you go to the last paragraph before A, individual school board members acting in their capacity as public officials may choose to establish personal social media accounts to facilitate their own communications within their community. The following standards should be a guide for the board and the board members for personal social media posts for the school system related purposes. So, when you get down to B, board members should not utilize the school system or individual school name or logo or trademarks as on their personal social media. If you're sharing that post,
It's different.
that's different. That's what they all recommend in legal meetings.
Most of us
But
share.
I don't,
But if you take it out, you've opened the door wide open.
Most
yeah.
of us
Just
share.
leave it. I'm
share
for
a lot
leaving
of
it
sharing.
just like it is.
I share a lot of things that the
Right.
school itself posts.
Raider?
I do think that word name in there could very well have somebody making complaints if they were doing it just to get back at somebody or something of that nature. Logos and trademarks certainly, I think, should be prohibited.
Just strike out individual school names.
Yeah, I think if we remove school system or individual school names and focus more on logos and trademarks. But there again, I'm kind of like Charles. I'm not
Now,
gonna follow my sword about it, but I
The
can.
school system is a big one,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because when you put T.W. Allen, Beaufort County School Board, underneath your titles, that makes you the representative. They were hardcore on that one in the legalese class.
yeah, I think taking out the word names probably would do it.
Just say, strike out, individual school name.
Well, no, just the word names, because you still wanted to
Oh,
prohibit
you just say individual school.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Individual school logos or
logos or
trademarks.
trademarks should also be prohibited, but just the name is what I think should
Yeah.
be
Just
taken
do
out.
name.
I like that.
All right, it'll
Can
be
we-
back next.
Would you like to move this to an action item since it's a second read already?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I move we
I'm
move
good
it to
with
an
that.
action item.
Second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right,
Now I make a motion, we approve it without names in it.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, we're good. All right. 6.2, information from DHSS. Have you got that one?
Yes, sir. So, obviously, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, along with the Beaufort County Health Department, being very proactive about cases of measles that may affect our students. So we want to make sure that you had the most recent guidance when it comes to the measles cases and outbreaks dashboard. You can see that shows 15 cases in North Carolina since December of 2025. There are guidelines that we have to follow, our school nurses have to follow should we have issues with students that develop measles. We will also be contacting the parents of students who are that we do not have immunization records for, so that those parents will be aware. This letter, and I have a copy of it there for you, it just states that while we haven't had a confirmed case of measles yet in Beaufort County, out of caution, we're just making you informed and prepared, and here's exactly some details for you. What would happen if your child was confirmed in terms of a 21-day quarantine. There's also all kinds of, you can see it, there are links here that we'll have on our website for everything about guidance for childcare, schools, FAQs, a measles toolkit, just all kinds of information to get out to the parents in our community at large should this happen. Luckily, knock on wood, it hasn't happened, but we're just trying to be proactive. And I just want to make the board aware before we sent those letters out and started publicizing this.
Oh, just a question. Are you still required to have a vaccination record before you come to school or not?
There are waivers for immunization records. There are certain school vaccinations that are required, but there are also reasons to not have them as long as you have the correct waiver.
Yeah, that was just a question. I didn't know. 6.3, spring capital tours. We have a list in front of us, March 9th through the 11th. I'm out of town that whole week myself, but I can hit them on another date with the principals, but it's up to y'all. Go ahead, Dr. Mark.
These were just, as in the past, we usually pick 3 days, visit schools in the mornings, give principals an opportunity to show you any issues they have with capital. That, of course, the principals will be filling out the large wish list of all the capital we'd like to have repaired and the millions of dollars we'd like to receive to do such repairs. But this gives you an opportunity, if you so choose, to see it firsthand. And so these were 3 dates that were good for these schools, but that's not to say that we couldn't do something different if it's a pleasure of the board.
I think it looks
Looks fine.
good.
Yep, I can make it work. I'll get with the principals and get the list and get it together.
We have 2 less schools we have to tour.
That is correct. That is correct. So
And
We
narrowing
have
the
one big
list.
school we need to tour.
That's right.
Can I say,
Go ahead.
and any of these that we don't attend, Jamie will be there, direct, right?
Yeah.
So he
Yes.
can just make a note and come back and explain it to us, because I'm pretty sure I'll only make one of those 3 days.
You'll probably also see some repeat requests that you've
Right.
seen in the past.
That's right. And most of all the, well, I think all the schools, we've already attended anyway.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, if it didn't make the list last year, it's probably gonna be on the list this year.
Yes, sir.
And next year.
And so that means we would have seen it anyway.
Yes, sir.
But thank you for the invitation.
7.1 lottery funds distribution. Mark Doon, you got a attachment board.
So this Amber, our CTO, has developed a request for the lottery recovery and renovation funds. We will, with the board's approval tonight, to use lottery money to replace the intercom system at John Small. Then next would go to the county, and then finally the state. Hopefully they approve it, and we would be able to use the lottery funds to take care of this project. And if you have any questions, I would defer to Amber because she knows, she can quote it forwards and backwards for you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
They need it, I know that much.
Yes.
Field trip request.
We have two tonight. P.S. Jones Middle School, Kings Dominion, Doswell, Virginia, on May 15th, 4 male adults, 50 male students, 4 female adults, 50 female students, taking a charter bus. And then Southside High School, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Fort Caswell, North Carolina, 1 male adult, 15 male students, 1 female adult, 15 female students using an activity bus.
Move to approve.
Second.
Second.
All right, you got it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, Terry.
I'll make the motion, but just before I do, it's a short night because we just met last Monday night. So I'm sure there's no complaints from the audience. I move that we go into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143, 318, 11, A1, A3, and A6 to prevent disclosure of confidential personnel information under General Statutes 115C319 and 115C321, and to consult with the board's attorney to preserve the client privilege.
Second.
I didn't know.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?